Alright, Shalom. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Shimi Awashai, by Shema Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that we well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is just another lesson on our article of what's going on in Australia. It says a man dies after falling 300 meters from Sydney Tower skywalk. It says one of Australia's most dizzying tourist attractions. The Sydney Tower has been shut down after a man reportedly jumped to his death from the 305-meter skyscraper. Famed for its observation deck and skywalk tours, the Sydney Tower is the second tallest building of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. According to Australia's 7 News, a man took his own life at the high-rising building on Sunday evening. Local police say the unidentified person jumped, and investigators are not treating the incident as suspicious, reported the Australian. It says the body of a man was found not in public view. The police spokesperson said inquiries suggest the incident is self-harm related. A report will be prepared for the coroner. In a post via its Twitter account, the Sydney Tower informed the public that the building would be closed for a period of time. However, it did not mention reports of the man's death. It says, tragically, it's not the first time that somebody has taken their own life at the tower. Earlier this year, the observation deck was forced to suspend operations when a woman leaped to her death while on a skywalk tour around the top of the building. The incident in May prompted a review of attractions' safety measures after the company which organizes the skywalk admitted that visitors could loosen the harnesses designed to keep people from falling. It's unclear how the person killed in the recent incident managed to gain access to the outside of the building. RT.com has contacted New South Wales Police for further information on the incident. Alright. Now, long story short, you never know, this probably could have been a sacrifice. But we know one thing, this video that we, that the brother had put on GroupMe, it's a video we watched a long time ago, too. We just recently, rewatched it. I forgot which brother posted it, but, they had this one guy, basically explaining how these witches, put these spirits on these people, and, some of these spirits be to kill other people. Some of these spirits be the spirit of adultery, the spirit to worship witches, and to sacrifice themselves by way of suicide. So when we read these articles and we see stuff like this, ultimately it's Yahweh Shema Shai, but the Lord have it to where he got these Edomite devils or Israel. The Lord operate good and evil. So let me see if I can find that scripture. I know it's Isaiah 45. This Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right, so the Lord operate the good and evil side. The Lord control the witches, the warlocks, and get them to put spirits on people by way of witchcraft to do such things like this. Give me 1 second. 12, 45, so let me see. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, so it's the spiritual wickedness in high places, were ordained to do this, man. And the elites, the Lord got the elites. We fight against this on a daily basis through our normal lives when we're dealing with these people and the spirits that be on these people. But the Lord used the elites to put these spirits on these people, man. So when you read articles like this, you won't be confused that the Lord ultimately control all of it. He uses vessels to do His will and stuff, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 28. Nope, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right, so the Lord created spirits to do vengeance. It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents. Right, so the Lord used these animals, to take out, take people out and stuff. And the sword is modern day weapons, punishing the wicked to destruction. Right, so these people probably was wicked, man. These people were wicked, man. That's that problem. It says, they shall rejoice in His commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress His word. Right, so the Lord got these spirits out here taking people out. This next scripture. Cause that's and this ain't the first article I read that somebody committed suicide. I could just easily look up the one of the latest ones I've read. They actually showed this dude climb up on a bridge and jump right off of it to his death. So that be the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. A lot of these people can't take what's coming and what's going on in this world, man. So they killing themselves, especially them Edomites. Edomites kill themselves ultimately for the sake of losing money and stuff of that nature because they got weak spirits and shit, But during the time when stuff like really kick off, man, people gonna be having heart attacks and just dying behind what's going on in this world, man. So this is Luke chapter 21. Verse 26, it says, men's hearts failing them. It's like it. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right. So when all hell breaks loose, and all this killing and stuff happen and stuff, man. It's gonna be people that have heart attacks out here, man. Their heart's gonna give out on them, man. because what's going on is stuff that you ain't never seen before, and these people couldn't get prepared for it, man. Because they didn't want to hit a word. And a lot of them, of these heathen nations were set to die anyway. So because of what they did to the blacks, that's Native Americans, man. So like, yeah. But all that's taking place right now. When the kingdom come, we're gonna put these nations in slavery. There isn't gonna be any death anymore. For and for the Lord's people, the Edomites will be killing their ass off and shit. But and bringing them back to life. But all these nations gonna be rejoicing in the kingdom of heaven when that time come. Okay. This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right, so there's going to be rejoicing in the kingdom of heaven, man. Everything is going to be governed by the law, statutes, and commandments. The people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right, so a lot of these people are in mourning. That's why they kill themselves, man. But that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, man. But that's how you know that's the wicked is ruling. That's one way you know the wicked is ruling, because people actually have to kill themselves behind losing everything that they got. That they've a lot of these devils didn't work for shit, But people that did work for the shit, they want to kill themselves and shit, man. But that's the end of the lesson. All praise to Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.